Okay, what's up everybody? Unrested here. I am live for the first time for Osoroshii Saturday. I hope you're hearing me okay. I'm going to scoot up a little bit closer to the computer to make sure we're okay. Yes, I've done live Google Hangouts before, but I've never really done one like this where I'm 100% alone. What I'm going to be doing today is a little bit different than what I'm used to doing for Osoroshii Saturday, where usually I have a whole show written out, go through a script bit by bit. Today, I want to just go ahead and talk about the deep web and about some of the stuff people look up and show you on the deep web, but supposedly on some of these channels that are like, let's explore the deep web, the dark deep web. It's so scary. A lot of the stuff that these people are showing me recently that I've actually researched quite a bit myself, looked at quite a bit myself, are not even really securely or solely 100% deep web only things. And that's what some stuff I want to just kind of bring up today. I also kind of want to give some background about them, which is pretty creepy, whether or not they're real or not. Most times you're going to find these aren't really real at all, obviously, as you may expect. Nonetheless, they do have sometimes kind of creepy stories behind them. For example, Shea St. John. Which a lot of people I've noticed, for example, Takedown Man and another guy, Some Ordinary Gamers. Both of these guys, mind you, I'm not dissing them at all. They're awesome YouTubers. They make great videos. I love their videos. That's how I'd be able to talk about them because I've looked them up and seen them. But the stuff that they're telling you about what they're finding on the deep web, this isn't deep web only. Like you can find Shea St. John, which if you want to look it up right now, S-H-A-Y-E Saint, like you'd spell Saint, S-A-I-N-T, John, J-O-H-N, on YouTube. You can YouTube him right now and find all those videos. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So I can do a screen share and show you. Full screen. Yes, you get to see all the craziness on my computer. Oh, it's going into an infinity loop. There we go. Okay, you should be able to see fine now. If you can't, I'm going to be describing it no matter what, so who cares? Looking at my own video to make sure it's playing. Oh, you too. Really well done, Scott. You've already started us off with a very progressive ability with the internet. YouTube. Okay, let's go. Sorry, the connection's going to go pretty slow now because I'm hosting my own show with my computer while I also use the same internet to surf. It's going to really long time. This takes a while. Okay, I'm not sure why. You know what? I think there's actually another sharing thing you can do. Yeah, here we go. No, you know what? This one won't bring it up. This one won't do it. So let's not use this one. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, am I on the wrong? I think I'm sharing this on the wrong one. Hold on 1 second. Let me just check to make sure. Oh, no, I'm on the right one. Thank God. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I have Scott Ackerman account and I have an Unrested account. And if I show this on the wrong account, it's such a pain in the ass because then I've got to download it from my Scott Ackerman account and I've got to go through all this crap. Okay, so Shea St. John. Let's get on to the actual scary stuff, Scott, instead of you just babbling on and on. All right, and his stuff it's amazing. It's incredibly creative. Let's make it full screen so you can see. I don't think you probably can't hear sound at the same time because I think we can't play sound while we do this. Maybe if I unplug the headphones, will let me do sound at the same time. Yeah, there we go. So Eric Joseph Furner is the guy who made these. Check these out, man. This is some pretty creepy stuff. Okay, so Eric Joseph Furner. Here you go. Let's Eric Joseph Furner. I got to remember that name because I'm going to talk about him a little bit. sorry, let's make it a little bit bigger. Right? This is creepy stuff, right? Kiki is Shay St. John's doll. It's like his best friend. Okay, so I've shown you enough already. You're probably like, what the hell? If you haven't ever seen these videos before, you're probably like, what the hell is this, Scott? Okay, Shay St. John is this character Eric Forner created. And the story behind it is a supermodel in Hollywood who gets into a horrendous car accident. It burns her. It amputates multiple limbs. It doesn't go into details as exactly which limbs and what's amputated. Legs are broken or made to not work in a correct manner, not function correctly. And it leaves Shay horribly disfigured, horribly mutilated, really, but still alive and still obsessed with her movie star life, which she can no longer pursue any longer because she has been horribly disfigured from this accident. So what she does in her madness after this accident is take parts of a mannequin and replace parts of her body with mannequin parts. And so you're seeing like this mannequin face over her normal face, these mannequin arms for her normal arms. She's got mannequin hands. Usually she's like actually holding hands with her own hands. For example, there's one thing called Shay St. John, that hand thing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and you'll get to see her hands quite a bit in this one. It's super creepy. Okay, so there's all kinds of nervous twitches. It gets into things like epilepsy and stuff like that. And I'm not downplaying or trivializing epilepsy, but this is what this character has, and it makes the whole situation even more complicated with how weird and messed up her life is. Not saying that epilepsy is weird, please, guys. So it's pretty creepy, and a lot of people, I guess. Eric Forner also put a secondary site on the deep web, which was very intelligent of him to do. I think the guy was probably a creative genius. And it was so that when people found it there, they would say it was another site that they found on the deep web, making it appear even more creepy because, let's be honest, when you put stuff on the deep web, it appears even more creepy. But again, this is just a guy having fun, being creative. And he used to be into, like, I heard like a lot of death metal bands and stuff like that. He was friends with some people from Gore, I think I'd heard before. And so he's really into this kind of super creepy atmosphere, big horror movie fan. And he made this character from his own creativity. But some people are finding this and they're like, who is this creepy guy? He's a psycho on the internet who's probably like a serial murderer and stuff. Like, I hear people go to that website and bring it up. They're like, oh my God, who is this psychotic dude? And they haven't researched anything about it. I implore you, anything that you find on the internet that you're like, wow, this is too fucking creepy to be real, it probably is not real. Okay, so please. Now, what I'd like to do now is go into a ton of super creepy videos that, again, people have brought up from the deep web, but once again, they're not deep web only. They're pretty much all over YouTube. You just got to search. You just got to do a little bit of your own searching. So to do that, what I need to do is bring up, you could just type in disturbing videos on YouTube. All right, disturbing video playlist, probably even better. No, not music video. All right. Video game stuff, yeah, you can get a lot of the creepypasta type stuff. But I want to get, yeah, here we go, disturbing or weird. All right. Whoa! My son just fell out of his chair. Hold on. You okay, bud? I don't expect that to happen while I'm recording live. Come here, come here, come here, come here. My sweet baby. Yeah. Oh, you poor muffin. Oh. Did that hurt? You okay? You okay? Do you want oyatsu? Yeah. Okay, here you go. Look, look. Here's oyatsu. Oh. There you go. Whoa, 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 you're eating really fast. Okay, wow, that's good for live TV. Wait, just stay off camera for a second, guy. Oh, that's true. I've got screen share on, so I guess you don't get to see them. All right. So we're was I screen sharing the whole time or not? Maybe not. So it should be back to my face now. I'm really, you know, it's never really too sure what you're showing on these Google Hangouts. They're still not created in the most user-friendly way. For example, I've already started one today where I accidentally hit the screen as I'm opening it up, and it'll start the whole process of opening the video for you to see yourself, but not for you to start the video, but then you can't get back to the video and you're left with like this empty video. It's really annoying. Okay, so anyway, start screen share. Let's go back to this. Let's get into some other creepy videos where people are like, oh, this is super creepy. I can't believe this. All right, let's see here. 10 disturbing unsolved crimes. No, that's not that creepy. Top scary videos. No, they're never that scary when it's like the top scary videos. What's a really? How about metal growth disease? Metallosis maligna. All right, here we go. And I've shown this before, I believe. So this is another one that people showed me from the dark web. They're like, look at this. This is an actual disease people have researched, and it's a documentary on it. And it says that apparently as society begins using more and more technology, eventually technology is going to attempt to fuse with us and take over our body, and that there's been actual cases of people's bones being replaced with metal from using too much technology in their life. And it's called metallignomatosis, or whatever the name of it is. And you can see here the guy's bones are being replaced by metal. And it's pretty creepy, man. I gotta say, like, the work they put into this. So this is a guy who's suffering from it. Guys, this is total CGI. Don't be freaked out. All right. So apparently this is a guy who's contracted this disease, and his bones and his face and arm have been replaced with metal. And they're showing how it progressively gets worse over time as you use more and more technology. And eventually what happens is it ends up replacing like most of your body. So like at this point, this guy doesn't even have like a face anymore. He's just like gibbering metal pieces, but somehow he's still alive. I don't quite understand. Doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, again, not real, and something somebody else made up. This was like just some artistic documentary made up, which was really, I mean, it's incredibly interesting and it's incredibly well done. You know, my hat's off. But anyway, let's take a look. What else is there? Let's see, another strange video. Oh yeah, alien language teaching video, I believe correctly. I saw this one where they say it's a cartoon left by aliens to teach humans how to learn their language. And again, this is obviously not real. Let's see, hold on one second. Let me switch back to, they did not make this user friendly. Okay, so let me switch back to me. All right, stop, cancel, okay. There we go. Okay, so now it's back to me, right? Okay. Let me get into it. You know what? I've got a playlist saved. So what I'll do is I'll sign into my own account to get into my playlist. Yes, perfect. Okay. And go to my Creator Studio, go to my Video Manager, go to my playlist. Oh, I have to hit like 30 tabs before you finally show anybody anything. That's awesome. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. New dark and surreal videos. 25 scariest J Pasta. Surreal music, horror OST, Osoroshii Saturday, dark drone history, dark surreal videos. Okay, so this is some of the stuff people have shown me before. They're like, I found this on the dark web. What is it? And almost always, this is not anything that is dark web only, and it's usually sometimes even stuff that's been promoted, made, and created by like big labels and names. So let's go back to screen share. Hopefully everything's working right. You know what? I'm going to check the Facebook real quick just to make sure everything's working okay. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm just going to refresh real quick. Make sure everybody's able to see. Make sure nobody's saying like, Scott, we can't see what you're trying to post. All right. All right, sorry for the long pause and just talking. Okay, so it looks like only one person's watching right now. That's okay. That's okay. This is just going to be recorded anyway and put on there. Okay, so back to the screen sharing. Let's do that again. Screen share. Start screen share. Okay. Dark surrealistic videos. Okay, so here we go. There's a couple here. So this is one that I heard that they're like, in Japan, you can find this on the dark web. It's a scary video. This is actually just a guy who actually makes postcards of surrealistic drawings of women and stuff. And this is just his creepy art from Japan. And people are like, no, this is dark web only. You can't find this. Shintaro Kago is his name. And he makes these really creepy, like cutesy art type stuff, but made into what you call kurogawa, which means grotesque kawaii. So it's kawaii cute mixed with grotesque. So grotesque and cute at the same time. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess like what the woman's head's opening up and candy's coming out. A Rubik's Cube with people that she's twisting their bodies and killing as she plays with it. Yeah, it's you know, it's a little bit creepy. It's a little bit weird. Making giant female robots. It's strange. People's hands switched with. That's a really interesting idea. I like that. Whoa, that one was creepy. Holy crap. People with tops and bottoms that are the same. Ugh, weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is all amazing, beautiful art. Like, this is incredibly talented, and I'm not putting this down or being like, oh, too weird for me, I can't handle it, censor it. It's awesome, it's incredible. Creepy video from the deep web. See, someone's even labeled this creepy video from the deep web. This is not a creepy, weird video from the deep web. If I remember correctly, this is David Firth, the creator of Salad Fingers. And again, not a, I mean, creepy music and yeah. And once again, guys, you're looking at like claymation, computer animation. It's not, this is from Unit 731. And then some stuff mixed in from just like World War II type stuff. This is Unit 731 here. It's really dark video. And Men Behind the Sun, another really dark video, which is about the experimental unit that Japan had that went over to China and just experimented on people's bodies. They were horrible, and they made a movie about it, but obviously what's happening in the movie is not real. So again, people taking stuff that's obviously fake and saying that it's real, crazy, weird, dark stuff from the deep web, which it's not. Again, it's not. Oh, and here's another one. I like her a lot. This is Nana-chan. Nana-chan is the original creator of User666. You may have heard this creepypasta before, that the username 666 on YouTube, if you continuously click on that, you will open up like a portal on your computer that'll mess up and disfigure the screen and cause it to be cursed and all this stuff. She is a Japanese woman here in Japan who creates these weird little 2 to 3 minute little excerpts of just creative weirdness that she makes. As she's made Okiku doll, which is cooking with Okiku doll, this Okiku doll, which is those classic Japanese dolls you've seen before. As soon as you type in Okiku doll and look it up, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And it just goes around and like chops tomatoes and stuff and does a cooking show. It's super creepy looking, but I mean, it's incredibly creative and amazing. So this is, again, this is, I think, this one says, "Omae no cow," your face. That's what this Japanese says on this. I don't know why it's written in katakana. That's a bit odd because usually you only use that for loan words, and obviously cow and omae no are all Japanese of origin. Again, though, I mean, this is just her creativity. It's not deep web. It's amazing though. It's a beautiful video. Let's see here. I wish I could find that one that was like alien language being taught to people. I saw this on Takedown Man. He was like, "This is a weird alien language being taught to people so that they can understand how to speak to these aliens when they come to Earth." I was like, what? No, it's not. It's this guy named, let's see if I can find him now, Chikeme. Chikeme makes amazing stuff. Videos. Play this. Dang, I cannot find Chikame's stuff. Chimke? Is it Chimke or Chikame? I can never remember how to spell this guy's name. It's like, I think maybe Russian or something. Chimke? Let me try Chimke. I know it's like a combination that I'm not really too used to. No, not Chimke. Okay, so maybe I've got it in my other playlist. Hold on one second. I've definitely saved a lot of Chikame's stuff because I love how creepy and weird his stuff is. Or it might be a girl too, I don't know. Nana, I know is a girl because Nana is a girl's name in Japan, but Chikame or whatever, I don't really know. Blah, 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 blah. Where it is. Okay. Scary stories, ASMR. Yes, I like ASMR. Maybe this one? Oh, no. These are all green screen effects. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry for the wait. Okay, dark surreal video, dark surreal ambient. Obviously, I save a lot of this stuff. Every time I find it, I save it so I can come back and look at it later. And this is why I know like all these different things here that I'm looking up and showing to you right now. Cat Nick Demaui. Agamemnon counterpart. That's what it was. Okay, here we go. So Agamemnon counterpart says that this video was a video cassette found in the future in a pile of rubble on a blue planet, and that it's a video teaching people about an alien language. It's pretty much just like a combination of like weird, I don't know if this is like a self-made animation or if this was something that they just found on TV. All right, hold on. My son's TV turned off. Okay, bud. See, and this is the problem with doing a live show is when your kids interrupt you. You know, you just got to stop and answer them, or if they fall out of a chair, you got to stop and help them because your kids obviously come before a stupid video. But again, like you just saw with that one, it's this weird little cartoon, and it looks like they've taken a mixture between stuff they found on the TV and distorted it by messing with the signal and stuff like that. And this is another one, Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Again, this isn't a beautiful college art project that someone had a lot of creation, a lot of just like whimsical, weird, strange, surrealistic settings, sound. And it's just a girl, she says, dining room or there's nothing, and she puts her head into a thing of soup, and then it reverses. And the fire looks cool in reverse, and you know, she just brings her head back up and says, or there is nothing. I Feel Terrific is a very well-known video of a guy who has a fetish for robot women, and he creates his own robot women and has them sing in these computer-generated voices. You can hear it. Can you hear it? All right. And this guy, the guy who did this is a guy who really likes robot women. That's his fetish. That's his thing. And I've heard other stuff behind it. They're like, this is a guy who apparently takes the skin off of women and puts it on top of robot bodies that he makes himself on the deep web. No, again, it's just a guy with a strange fetish. He's made a million YouTube videos about it. It's been out for a while. There's this other one. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Look at that title. I don't know if you guys can see the title along with me. I'm not even going to pronounce that. I have no idea. This one's another one. It's a creepy thing where they made their own fake kids show. And this is the one. It's made by Chickmay. I don't know why. It's got a different name under it. Maybe this is something else Chickmay's created. Again, performance by Oliver D. Sagazan. I'm hoping I pronounced that right, but if I didn't, I apologize. Another thing people said they found on the deep web, they're like, this guy like tears his face apart and stuff. And he's just putting like flour and clay and stuff on his face and puts paint in it and stuff, and then rips the paint apart, rips the flour and clay apart. And it's incredibly creepy, but he's actually borrowing this from what's called Buto dancing. The Buto dancing is from Japan, and it is a very creepy dancing that's supposed to express human suffering via expressional dance. And it's something I highly recommend you look it up. It's called Buto dancing. You can look it up, B-U-T-O-H. Make sure you put the H on it. Otherwise, Buto can mean like pig, and Buta, I mean, can mean pig. You'll end up finding pig sometimes. I've noticed that people spell pig wrong in Japanese, which is B-U-T-A, and they end up finding videos of pigs from Japan. So kind of a strange. Crooked Rot is another one by David Firth. Again, the guy who's the creator of Salad Fingers. You can look up Salad Fingers. It's a really amazing Flash cartoon that came out back when Flash just started on the internet. And now my YouTube is screwing up where the scroll button won't be detached from my mouse pointer and moves every time I move my mouse pointer. I love that. That could be my computer, though. It might not be. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Oh, and here's Sirac. Another one that people are like, this is from the deep web. It's just creepy stuff. Sirac has always made creepy stuff. Hold on, I got to refresh. My whole thing's screwed. All right, hopefully. Why study something? All right, Sirac. Sirac is a guy who works in Britain, if I'm correct, and he actually works for Channel 4, making like weird little commercials and stuff. But in his free time, he likes to make these super creepy videos of people's faces distorting. He obviously has a huge amount of talent with the kind of video editing he does. I think you would find it hard to not agree with saying this guy's got an amazing talent. I wish I knew how to do stuff like this. I have no idea, but it's incredible. It's super creepy, but again, it's not deep web. Here's another one of a guy who breaks a TV signal and comes in as Mad Max. Max Headroom, not Mad Max. I don't know why I just said Mad Max. And this was actually something that really happened where a guy, I forget which state it was in, he broke into a TV signal in America and interrupted a show to be in a Max Headroom costume and said some crazy stuff, like just some random stuff. It was an inside joke with him and some hackers and stuff. He's never been caught to this day. So he's kind of a badass. I guess he's kind of legendary. It's much harder to intercept TV signals at this point. I have no clue or idea how to do that stuff. I just know that it's much harder to do now. And so that's just a kind of a little thing about stuff people have seen on the deep web, creepy videos that people tell me that they found on the deep web where I know they're not from the deep web. They're easily able to be found by you at any time. I hope you've enjoyed this version of Osoroshii Saturday. I know it's a little bit different from what we're used to. If you like stuff like this where we research deep web stuff together, or if you'd like me to actually go on tour sometime and actually explore the deep web and go into some of the channels, videos, and websites I know are not actually what they say they are, which there's a lot of these like human experimentation, you can hire me as a hitman type stuff, which again, it's not real. Most of it's not real. Some of the videos that they've shown for those are like, this is human experimentation. It's not. I'll show you where the video can be found on YouTube and usually the story behind it. This is your skeptic, Scott Ackerman, also known as Unrested with Osoroshii Saturday. If you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more scary stories out there, let me recommend you a few channels that I've been watching recently where people have great content and a lot of talent. Lazy Masquerade, You Are Maker 69, and Horror Doctor, and there was one other guy I wanted to give a shout out. Man, I cannot remember what his name is. Anyway, I'll shout him out on the next show. I want you guys to go check out those channels. They have true scary stories that are taken straight from Reddit. They read them, they search them, and they have viewers who write in their own personal scary experiences. They are extremely scary because they are almost 100% of the time definitely real, and you can tell just by the way they're told and by the things that happen to people in there. It's usually things with like actual real life murders and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm Unrested. Have a good one. If you enjoyed this Osoroshii Saturday, like, comment, subscribe. I love you. I'll see you next time. And I'm gonna try and end this video now.